Hey everybody, today I'm going to be sharing with you a Medtap 3 zombie apocalypse tools. And in slot number 1, we have a knife. If you watched my previous videos, you know that the Mora Companion is my all-time favorite knife. However, it's not the knife for the zombie apocalypse. It's not full tang, and I just don't think it would hold up in the zombie apocalypse, which is an environment that I imagine as extremely chaotic and intense, very hard and abusive on knives. So my zombie apocalypse knife is the Condor Bush Lore. Now I like that it's similar size overall. It is heavier, but not by a whole lot. It's full tang, which is very important. The handles are pretty simple, but they fit my hand really well. It has the finger guard, and I like that it's a spear point. It's important to me to have a small knife so you can do work in front of you if you need to whittle, if you need to cut meat. You might have to dispatch an animal if when you shot them they didn't die. And because it's a spear point, in really sticky situations, you could tie it to a stick and make it a spear for stabbing zombies. So, Condor Bush Lore, spot number 1 on my list. So, my next item, I'm not very good at these currently, but in my perfect zombie apocalypse world where all my skills are on point, I would bring a lockpick set. A lockpick set or even a lockpick gun. Apparently these are supposed to be easier. But either one, if my skills were just super on par, you can pick the locks to get into buildings instead of busting down the door, cutting something open, so you can get in without impairing the infrastructure of the building. So you don't have a gaping hole. You can pick the lock, get in, close the door, relock it, and then fortify that and use the building you got into as a safe space instead of trying to cover up a hole and zombies could get in, or a lot of things could happen. So I would bring a lockpick set. My third pick is a crank radio. Now this one also has solar, which you wouldn't want to completely rely on because it might be cloudy all the time. We don't know, but a crank radio, you can always generate power. This one also has batteries, but you do not want to use batteries in a zombie apocalypse. You don't know when your batteries are going to die, and you don't know when you'll ever find batteries again. So say no to batteries, say yes to hand crank radios. That's all I'm saying. I feel like if you, in the zombie apocalypse world, safe towns would use radios to communicate updates and what's happening, so you could follow along. This one has shortwave radio, which is actually global, so you could hear what's going on all over. But I feel like it would help prepare you for things you might have to face, and also kind of help guide you to those safe zones, safe cities, whatever you want to think there might be. So this is my third pick. So my honorable mention, because I didn't know we were allowed to pick firearms, is going to be an AR-15. So I'm just going to check and make sure this one is clear for you guys. So why I pick an AR-15 is that it's relatively light. You put a sling on this and you can carry it around. It's not going to be much of an annoyance. The biggest benefit of having this versus a shotgun or a regular hunting rifle is definitely the capacity. You're going to be able to take out a lot of zombies and still have a round to make sure you bring dinner home. So very important, make sure that you're not dinner and also lets you get dinner. So this is why the AR-15 would be my honorable mention, my choice if we were allowed to pick firearms. So down in the comment section below, I want to know what your 3 picks are without a firearm, and I also want to know what firearm you would bring if you were in the zombie apocalypse. So just again, let me know down there, and I'll see you guys later.